already. Um, Tiki Barber, Canelo Alvarez, the Detroit Lions, Draymond Green, Brandon Staley, Francis Ngannou, Sam Howell, the Dallas Cowboys, of course. It's a plethora of people in there, but we're just going to focus on the guys that are coming out the doghouse. Um, and I'm going to start off with this one. This one might be controversial, but hey, that's what the doghouse is for. It's not for everybody to like. It's not for everyone to dislike. It's to have a conversation and a debate. Draymond Green finally out of the doghouse. Now I said I was going to wait a while because I wanted to see him be able to do something without going crazy, even though he kind of sort of went crazy last night. But it was considered just a common foul. He wasn't thrown out of the game. He wasn't ejected. He hasn't been suspended. So from what I've seen, he's been on good. He's been doing what he needs to do to just focus on basketball. I'm not going to say he's on good behavior because I'm not his parent or anything like that. But he's been doing what he needs to do to more so focus on basketball. So Draymond Green is out of the doghouse. Um, which is good. Now this does not mean that he's a dog. So, um, he's just doing whatever he needs to do to help the Warriors continue winning basketball. They won last night in blowout fashion by beating Miami Heat by 21 points. I believe the score was 113-92. So they pretty much did whatever they wanted. And yeah, Miami was without Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Kevin Love, Jaime Jaquez. I get it. But still, they won in blowout fashion. Klay Thompson had a great night as well. So, you know, Draymond is doing what he needs to do by, being a defensive leader. His presence is well known as far as being a Warriors. He's a four-time champion. So they know what to expect from him. And, even with this being late in his career where he's not as effective offensively as he used to be, he's still Draymond. He still is able to facilitate the offense when needs be. He still makes key plays when need to be, and he's like I said, he's focusing on basketball. He's not really doing anything too wild. He's gotten to a couple of little instances, but nothing too major to where he's gotten ejected or suspended. So, Draymond Green, you are now out of the doghouse. So that's gonna be, that's you finally being coming out. So there you go. Then we got Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is now out of the doghouse. Yes, football season is not here yet, but it's been a while. Like I said, Lamar Jackson is one of my favorite players, my favorite quarterback in the league. Definitely, won his second MVP. It wasn't unanimous this time, but still, he won his second MVP. Led his team to the AFC Championship game further than what he's ever gotten. His team. So hey, man, I mean, it only took him one game to get there, but he still got there. That's what matters. So, and even though he did not perform particularly well in the AFC Championship game, that was not all on him. But he was a major factor in that. But now he has a chance to do some things in this offseason. He now has Derrick Henry on his team. So he has a running back that's been known to, be stout when need to be. He's not as injury prone as J.K. Dobbins was, but he's still he's they call him King Henry for a reason. He didn't get that contract offer from the Titans, but still, he's now in Baltimore. He's in a better situation where he has the opportunity to win, and we'll see what happens. I think Lamar Jackson still needs another receiver alongside his the rookie that he had last year because Odell Beckham is now gone. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But Lamar Jackson, you are now out of the doghouse. And next we have the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions are now out of the doghouse. They made some really good moves this offseason to improve their team. They went and got Carlton Davis from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is a huge, huge move. Um, we got some NBA news. Patrick Beverley said he tore a ligament in his right wrist. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yep. And then also, I don't know if anyone else has heard this, but Ice Cube has offered Caitlin Clark $5 million to play in the Big Three. Ooh, that's all right. That's all right. 5 million to play in the Big Three. Shoot, I'll play. Shoot, off me 5 mil, Cube. I'll play in the Big Three. That's fine. That's cool with me. I don't mind. I don't mind at all, my dog. But yeah, Detroit Lions has had a pretty good offseason so far. Like I said, they got Carton Davis, which is really good for this team. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. My thoughts exactly, Kev. It's a huge game changer. Yeah, it's not something that's been official, but it's an offer that's there. So they signed Chase Luke. They signed Chase Lucas as well. Let me see something. They signed DJ Reader to a 2-year deal. Kevin Zettler, Kevin Zeitler to a 1-year deal. Amik Robinson to a 2-year deal as well. Marcus Davenport, Matthew Batts. Like I said, they went and got Carlton Davis. They no longer have Tracy Walker or Cam Sutton. Cam Sutton is in a legal deal right now, a legal battle. They've been searching for him for 2 weeks. But we'll see what happens with that situation. They re-signed Shane. They re-signed their tight end Shane, Graham Glasnow, Jalen Reeves, Emmanuel Mosley gave him another 1-year deal. Re-signed their kicker Dan Skipper. They re-signed Dan Skipper to that's on the online. Khalil Dorsey, Scott Daly, and agreed to a 1-year deal with Donovan Peoples Jones as well. So they did have a few players that left though. Like I said, Chase Lucas is now with the 49ers. Matt Nelson is gone. He with the Giants. Benito Jones is with the Dolphins. Anthony Pittman signed with the Commanders. CJ Garner Johnson is back with the Eagles. But they still did some things to continue to improve this roster. So the Detroit Lions are now out of the doghouse. And then last but not least, simply because this is what I said. I said if he gets another job somewhere else, then he should be good. And he's now with the San Francisco 49ers, Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley is now the assistant coach with the San Francisco 49ers now. Um, he's going to be helping out with the defense. When he simply focused on the defense before he became a head coach of the Chargers, he did help. He did have a pretty good defense. It was a top 10 defense in the NFL. And we all know what the 49ers wants to run. We know what scheme they want to run. So we have the guys in there that need to be able to do that. So we'll see what happens with what Brandon Staley is going to bring to this defense. He they got everything that they need now. They've been making moves. I think 49ers are still looking to sign a safety or another corner. So we'll see what happens with that. But they made some really good signings this offseason. Can't wait to see what else is next. They have another 18 million that's coming come June 1st. So they will be giving Brandon Ayuk his a contract extension that he much deserves. So we'll see what happens with that. But Brandon Staley, like I said, you did not do a great job with your staffing, at least at or even your personnel or just some of the decisions that you made as far as coaching, timeouts and stuff like that. So, you're not in charge of all of that now. You're in assistant coach roles and learn from one of the best coaches in the NFL, Kyle Shanahan. So we'll see exactly how that goes. And yeah, man, I can't wait to see what's next for you and for the 49ers. And hopefully our defense is top 5 again. Now that you're out of the doghouse, let's go to